What's up? What's up, everybody? So you guys know that Gamescom is going on right now. Like, not in its original intended form, but Gamescom, like the 2020 version of Gamescom is going on right now. That's why Come To Us released the Summoners War Chronicles trailer the other day, and that's why they released this today, just recently, Summoners War Street Fighter V official crossover trailer. So we get to see some Street Fighter CGI Come To Us version of Street Fighter CGI action, and then there's something very interesting at the end, which we'll talk about after. Let's take a look at the trailer right now.
Street fighters have entered Summoner's War. Unleash a new world of adventure. Summoner's War. Event bonus. Get Ken for free.
So a few things that we need to talk about. The first of which is literally at the bottom of the screen right now. Event bonus. Get the monster Ken for free. NAT 5 Street Fighter collaboration unit throughout the course of the entire event from 8/31 to 11/1 throughout the 2 months. I'm not sure what requirements they're gonna tell you to do to get it. Like, oh, farm Giants B12 75,000. Hopefully it's not 75,000 times. Even though I think I could hit that, but I don't know if the entire community could. They like make I can't even do 75 times Giants B12. Don't tell me to do it 75,000. But there is going to be an event where you can get the Monster Ken for free. Which I mentioned in a previous video that there was talks that Come To Us wanted to give at least some collaboration units to the community without spending, right? So we actually are able to have access to one of them at the very least. At the very least, we'll talk about it a little bit more because it's not going to be just, it's looking like it's not just going to be Street Fighter scrolls from the packs, right? So we'll get into that in a second, but at least they're giving, at the very least one of them for free from the event. But I think we're going to actually have more. So another thing is, I'm not sure if this is going to be the Fire Ken or if this is going to be another element of Ken. Because if we see here in the dev notes, we see, okay, the wind one is Ryu, the fire one is Ken, the dark one is Bison, the water one's Chun-Li, and then the wind one, Dalsim. We see these here. However, they're going to have, they're based on 5 core units, newer units in the game: the Striker, the Shadow Claw, the Slayer, the Blade Dancer, and the Poison Master. And these are just different appearances for these brand new units in the game, right? So actually, they're going to be 5 different elements of each unit. 5 different elements of Striker, 5 different elements of Shadow Claw, 5 different elements of Slayer, Blade Dancer, and Poison Master. So we see some of them here. However, when we see the trailer again, am I really clicking on it twice when I think I'm clicking on it once? If we see the trailer again, we can actually see different units of different elements here. So we see the Fire M. Bison, not the Dark M. Bison. We see the Fire one. So we are going to have... oh, I know what it's doing. We see the Fire M. Bison here. So we're going to have access to more visuals than just the one elements from what it looks like here. Also, you can barely see it here, but that is, first off, not the skills for Ryu as it stands in the dev note. Also, that is a light one. That is a light Ryu. Light, what is it, Striker? Yeah, light Striker, light Ryu. So, different skills. Apparently, the light one has an AoE, and he's really good in TOA 55. Fantastic. But we can also see some of the skills of the other ones. I think the Bison, we saw the Bison somewhere here. I mean, that's just the, we see a little bit of one of the Bison skills. We can't really see too much. We can see another Fire Ryu over here. But yeah, those are the skills. And those are the different character models of the different units. I know some of you guys hate the Street Fighter versions of the character models, but it's looking like the light one is going to have an AoE. I'm very curious about how OP some of these units are going to be when they're released. I'm scared. I'm curious because remember, we're going to get 25 new units total, and all of them is looking like all of them are going to be Street Fighter units for the next 2 months, no matter what of the new units that you summon. Again, am I really clicking on that many times? No matter which of the new units you summon of these, it's looking like they're all going to be visually changed. So it's also looking like, because if you see here, the Wind Ryu has a yellow, so they're actually going to look all different from what it looks like. So they're going to actually have different, like, aren't they called keys? No, they're not called keys. The different geese. That's the word I was looking for, not keys. I was close, man. So it's looking like they're going to have different colored geese depending on their element, which again we see over here. We can see the Fire M Bison has a red. Well, he's not wearing a gi, obviously, but red outfit, and it's looking like their outfits are actually going to correspond to the different elements, and we're going to have 25 different. Each one is going to have 5 different outfits. So there you go. Because I was kind of curious, and I think a lot of people were curious as well. Like, is it just going to be one color of each unit? But it's looking like they're going to be 5 different colors, 5 different outfits for each actual unit. So you're going to be able to, gotta catch them all, man. That's how they get you. Gotta catch them all. Also, in addition to that, I did receive some information from an outside source that it's looking like what Comtois wants to do is actually put Street Fighter scrolls at the end of TOA and TOA Hard for the 2 months that the collaboration is going on instead of legendary scrolls. I don't have that confirmed, but it's looking like that could be a very viable thing that they do, which I thought was cool, because I'm like, man, we usually get poo-poo out of the TOA Hard scrolls, the legendary scrolls. It would be nice to get confirmed guaranteed new units. I thought it was cool. Some people don't feel the same. They're like, but I want some of the other units too. And I'm like, okay. I guess it depends on where you are in the game. If you're like end game and you have a bunch of everything that's already in the game, you're like, yeah, give me those Street Fighter scrolls. If you are early game, you're like, no, I want some other units too. But how do you even know if you want this? If you don't want the Street Fighter units? Because I've heard some people that are like, I don't want the Street Fighter units. I already know I don't want them. And I'm like, you don't even know all their skills yet, right? You even know all their skills. So that's the information regarding. Let me know if you guys are excited about the potential of Street Fighter scrolls being at the end of TOA. Because I think it would be cool, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So now let's just recap the fire can, because I'm assuming it's going to be the fire can is what it looks like from the trailer. Let's recap what the fire can does and what he may be good for. So he's got the first skill, decreases attack power for 2 turns, 50% chance. We got the second skill, AoE, 30% chance to remove 1 beneficial effect and absorb the attack bar by 10%. So this is kind of like. This is kind of weird. I'm wondering how much it goes up with skill ups. That's kind of my big question on this, because it could be a really great skill, or it could be like just a doo-doo depending on it could be just a doo-doo depending on the skill ups. Also, Shinryuken third skill attacks the enemy target 3 times, leaves a branding effect for 2 turns each. Damage increases if the target has harmful effects, and instantly gains another turn if all attacks land as a critical hit. So this is potentially a unit that, like, he's a fire unit, right? If we get the fire one, which is what it's looking like it's going to be, if we get the fire one, would you use him in GB12? Not really, probably. You might be able to make something work. I mean, people have made Hua work in GB12. You know, he's got AoE attack gauge decrease, or attack gauge absorb, actually, which actually, he's going to cycle turns a decent amount, because he's got absorb attack gauge. If it goes up much higher, he would just get an instant turn after skill 2, actually. Skill 3 gives him an extra turn also, so he's gonna cycle turns a lot. That's potentially, like, pretty crazy. If you think about, like, how strong getting an extra turn actually is in the game, if he keeps getting extra turns, that's potentially crazy. And I don't think I really thought about that too much until now. I'm like, that's pretty interesting. But he's got the attack power break on the first skill, which if you use it in Giants B10, he's going to target the crystals, right? He's going to target the crystals, not the golems. So he's going to attack power break the crystals, which may give you a little bit more reliability there. So weird as it sounds for him to be a fire unit, he could be usable in there. Would you use him in Dragons B10? Well, he's got an AoE, absorb attack gauge, and removes beneficial effects. we already seen that the water homunculus, who does an AoE decreased attack gauge, is really strong. So definitely he would be a very viable unit for Dragon's B10. Dragon B12. And then we have the multi-hit brand. Damage increases if the target has harmful effects, and gains another turn if all attacks that land is a critical hit. I feel like I would just run him like speed, crit damage, attack, and try to get a lot of crit rate. Try to max out his crit rate, and I mean, it might be hard, right? You might have to go speed, crit rate, attack, and try to get the crit damage in subs for like if you're early game. But I feel like speed, crit damage, attack, accuracy subs, high crit rate. Try to max it. Because that extra turn is going to be huge. Him cycling as much. And then you also want accuracy because all three of his skills have debuffs. So you could, weirdly enough, use him in Giants B12. I think he's going to be great in Dragons. He's got multi-hits on his second and third skills, which is going to be decent for Necropolis B12. It's not quite going to be as amazing as other units could be, but I think he's a usable unit for Necropolis. He can also be pretty good he's got a brand, he's got another debuff of the attack power. I think he could be good in Rift of Worlds and some of the Rift Beasts actually as well. I'm not sure what kind of leader skill he's going to get. Maybe there'll be really cool leader skills, but I think he's going to be a pretty viable unit that's flexible in many different areas of the game. You could also consider that if he's got high base speed or maybe a speed lead or something else, AoE, attack all enemies 3 times, remove beneficial effect, absorb attack gauge. If you put him on like super fast Swift, that could be pretty broken for PvP, right? Like, and remember, they're not going to be used. They're not going to be usable in SWC. So they're already like, they already said they're not going to be used in SWC. Commodore wasn't going to allow them to be used in SWC. So I'm curious if I know their reasoning is because like they want people to get a chance to get them all, instead of like being forced to be like, oh, I have to fight against another person that has this and I don't have this yet. But I'm curious if it's like so OP in, like some of these are going to be so OP in PvP that we may kind of need to summon for them. That's what happens in these gacha games. Like any new units is like they're stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. That's what they're supposed to do, right? That's how gacha games generally operate, is like they get stronger over time. And then the new units are awesome, and then the old units, Ariel, are basically unusable. Ariel's crying and Accordion's like, thanks. Thank you very much. But I think it's going to be a very viable unit. I would go probably speed, crit damage, attack, and then try to get max crit rate for his skill 3 and accuracy and subs for this guy. So anyway, that's that for all the Street Fighter information. Let's take a quick look at some of these because we just had the rewards from Guild Siege. So let's take a look at some of these entrance effects. All right, we're here on the Europe server. We got 3 of these. I believe these are the, let's go, let's collect them all. And let's see. Fantastic. We don't have the other more OP ones, right? We can actually go and buy more if we want more. We can go to Guild Shop and we can get them here. This is the one, I believe this is for fighter level guilds. And then this is for this is the one we already have, right? The Spreading Vigor. Hold on, let me see. Let me just make sure. Transmogrified item, there we go. Oh no, it's Blazing, it's a different one. It's Blazing Brilliance. Okay. Well, then let's get both of these. Can we get both of these new? We can get both of these new ones. Fantastic. We got the Rising Wave. We got the Spreading Vigor. Take one for the team by everything. So let's see. Transmog item. Rising Wave, Spreading Vigor. Let's bring these into such OP monsters. Let's give but then it covers his beautiful Artemiel face. Okay, let's see how this one looks on him. That's beautiful. Okay, that's acceptable. Is this the same one I already saw? Or is this a different one? No, this was the one we checked first, right? Wait, where did we get this last one? I don't know. Let's put that on him. Let's put that on him. Let's put this on, I guess we'll do a monkey. Sure, why not? We'll put this on, you. I don't know who you is. I just said you. And then we'll do a, I guess we'll do a, I don't think it honestly doesn't really matter. Let's just apply this. So we got, okay. Let's go here. No, I don't want to do that. Let's farm Feynman, guys. Let's farm Feynman with these different units, and let's see how chaotic everything gets. Because we should be able to use these, see, I can't even find these monsters now. We should be able to use these everywhere, not just in Guild Wars. It's going to be so chaotic. I already know it's going to be so super chaotic. Find monsters. This count is stacked, man. This count got so much stuff. It's like catching up to my main, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, so it's not everywhere. It's just for Guild Wars then, is what it looks like. Okay, let's go. Or maybe it's I could have sworn it was going to be in other things too. Let's go into Arena. Let's take the same team into Arena. Let's see if it works in Arena. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter what. Now I gotta find these units again, man. I guess we could have done a rival, couldn't we? It's fine. I just want to see the entrance. Just want to see what happens at the entrance. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's so OP. So OP. Can I see that? I kind of want to lose this guy and see it again. Okay, let's go do another one. Let's go. Forgot my CR is not skilled up. Yes, this one should be fine too. I just want to see some more of these fantastic entrance effects. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. We have to strategically place them on our most beloved units. Alright guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Entrance effects, very cool, very nice. Are you excited to get a free 5-star Ken from the event? I think he's going to be a great unit, especially for dragons. Honestly, I feel like he's going to be a great unit for dragons. I want to see what his skill ups are. In a couple days, we're going to be able to see what the skill ups are. When they're actually all released in the game, we're going to be able to see all the different skill sets. Potentially, it's going to be nuts, right? So I'm very excited for any new units, any testing, because it's just like, I'm like, okay, lots of work for Bego to do, 7 videos a day. You know that's not even that much. Okay, maybe not 7, like 3. Anyway, like I said, that's it for this one. What do you think about the opportunity to maybe even get Street Fighter scrolls from TOA as well, right? Because again, that was not confirmed specifically by Com to us, but it was from a source that has been correct before, so I'm very curious if that's actually what they're going to do. Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.